Polynomial division occurs when you have a polynomial over a polynomial, like this. F of x is equal to a of x over b of x, where a and x and b of x are two separate polynomials. To divide polynomials, there are two methods, long division or synthetic division. Let's take this example. F of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 8x plus 15 divided by x minus 3. To use long division, you first draw in the long division symbol, then you use the numerator as the dividend, which is the thing inside the long division symbol, 8x plus 15. Then you use the denominator as the divisor. When dividing polynomials, you look at the first term of the divisor only, or the leading term of this polynomial. You use this and you divide it by the first term here. So 2x to the power of 3 divided by x is just 2x squared. Then you multiply this result with this entire polynomial. So 2x squared times x minus 3 is 2x cubed minus 6x squared. Then you minus this by the whole entire dividend top piece. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0. And then negative 5x squared minus negative 6x squared is going to be x squared. Then you move these two terms down. So x squared minus 8x plus 15. Then you repeat the process. So you use the x, and x squared divided by x is just x. And x times x is x squared, and x times negative 3 is negative 3x. Then you subtract this whole thing. This is going to be 0, negative 8x minus negative 3x. It's going to be negative 8x plus 3x, or negative 5x plus 15. Then you do the same thing. You do x, and you do negative 5x divided by x, which is just negative 5. And then negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times negative 3 is plus 15. You subtract this whole thing. This is going to be 0 and 0. So your remainder is 0. Your answer is going to be 2x squared plus x minus 5. To do synthetic division, the divisor has to be in the form x minus c. In this case, the x minus c is x minus 3. You set it equal to 0, so x minus 3 equals 0, where x is equal to 3. This 3 is going to be a crucial part of using synthetic division. To divide synthetically, you first make an L shape, but you make this part pretty elongated. You use this 3 and you put it right here. Then you list out the coefficients of the dividend. So this will be 2, negative 5, negative 8, and 15. The first term, the 2, is going to be moved down to the bottom here. First, you multiply the 3 by the 2 and you put it here, so that's a 6. Then you add this. Negative 5 plus 6 is 1. Then you multiply, that's a 3. Then you add. Negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. Multiply, negative 15, and then you add 0. Then you look at your dividend's leading degree, which is a 3, and you do it one less. So when adding back the variables, make it as 2x squared plus x minus 5. As you can see, you get the same answer as you would get when doing long division. Let's try a different example, but this time there will be a remainder. So let's do f of x is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 6 divided by x minus 1. First, we'll use long division. So we put the numerator as the dividend. X cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 6, then the denominator as the divisor, x minus 1. Use the first term, the x, and you do x cubed divided by x, which is x squared. Then x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 1 is minus x squared. Subtract this whole thing. This will be 0, and 3x squared minus negative x squared will be 4x squared. Then you move these two down, and 4x squared minus 2x plus 6. Divide it by the first term, the x, so you get 4x squared divided by x, which is 4x. 4x times x is 4x squared. 4x times negative 1 is negative 4x. Subtract this whole thing. This will be 0, and negative 2x minus negative 4x is going to be 2x. Then move the 6 down, you get plus 6. Then you divide this. 2x divided by x is 2. So you added 2, then you multiply everything again. This will be negative 2x or subtract 2x, and then minus 2. So this will be 0, and then here, you see how it's 6 minus negative 2, which is 8. So this 8 is the remainder. So you write it as this, x squared plus 4x plus 2 plus the remainder over the divisor. And this is your answer. Now let's do the same problem but with synthetic division. First, we find a number in the top left. So you set the divisor equal to 0, and this is equal to 1. So you put a 1 here, and you draw the L. You list the coefficients. This is 1, 3, negative 2, and 6. You move the first one down, and then you multiply. 1 times 1 is 1. Then you add. 3 plus 1 is 4. Multiply. 1 times 4 is 4. Then you add. 4 minus 2 is 2. You multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. And then you add. 8. Then you look at the degree, which is a 3, and you do it 1 less. So this will be x squared plus 4x plus 2 plus the remainder 8 over the divisor x minus 1. As you can see, you get the same exact answer. Now let's try another example, but this time there is a missing degree. So f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 30x minus 15 divided by x minus 5. As you can see, the x squared part is missing. First, we'll use long division. So you draw the symbol and you put the numerator as the dividend. Minus 30x minus 15. Then you put the denominator as the divisor, and you divide each of the first terms by the first term of the divisor. So 2x cubed minus, or divided by x, is going to be 2x squared. Then you multiply that by this whole entire polynomial. That'll be 2x cubed minus 10x squared. You subtract everything by this. This would be 0. And since there is no x squared term up here, you just move this down. So 10x squared minus 30x minus 15. Then you continue the process. This would be 10x, multiply everything by 10x, and you get 10x squared minus 50x. Subtract everything by this. This would be 0, and negative 30 minus negative 50x is going to be 20x. Then move the negative 15 down, and you continue the process. Add a 20, and 20 times x is negative 20x. 20 times negative 5 is negative 100. This will be 0, and negative 15 minus negative 100 is 85. So the answer would be 2x squared plus 10x plus 20 plus 85 over x minus 5. Next, let's use synthetic division to find the answer. X minus 5 equals 0, then x equals 5. So we put this number as the top left number, and you write out the coefficients. Since there is no x squared coefficient, we assume that the coefficient is 0. So we do 2, 0, negative 30, and then negative 15. Move the 2 down, and then you get a 2 here. Then you multiply, which is 10, you add 10. Multiply, you get 50, then you add 20. Multiply, 100, add 85. Then you take a look at the degree of the numerator, which is a 3, then you subtract it by 1, which you get a 2, then you add the variables back with a degree less than the previous one. And then you put the remainder over the divisor, and as you can see, you get the same answer that you would get when using long division.